Okay, good. I was worried for a second there. So, actually, I'll tell that when I start up here. All right, everybody, we are back with more. Oh right, backtracking. I forgot. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Also, I was concerned that I would have to do something with my windows on OBS because for some reason the window capture, I believe it's a window capture. Yes, the window capture that I have for Melon DS, which is the DS emulator that I use, of course. If I start MGBA, it switches over to being MGBA for some reason. There's just certain applications that do funny stuff in various types of capture with OBS, and I'm not sure if that's like a thing that goes with all capture forms. I just always do window capture for most things. Because I found that game capture can be a little bit on the not so nice side of things for various reasons. Pardon me, I probably shouldn't have that tape dispenser on my desk. It got cut. The piece of tape that was sticking out got covered in dust, and it was bugging me. Let's see if anybody here has any side quests right now. This dude wants a rusted blade, which we don't have yet. I'm going to assume that we have to go to the other time period to get more side quests, which is one of the many annoying parts about the Lost Sanctum. Ah, okay, right. So I think I know how we're going to do that. That should be pretty easy. At the very least. That involves only a little bit of leaving and coming back in. And not having to go up and down the fucking mountain twice. Alright, so we set the rock down. We just have to go get it from the future because, you know, time machine and everything. We've played these games before. And by these games, I mean this one specifically. We know how time travel works. We know that time paradoxes aren't real except the one time when it was useful for a plot. Like, all that considered, it's kind of remarkable that by the end of the journey, everyone is still like, ooh, yeah, we're gonna kill Lavos, this is gonna be good for the future, and nobody is like, hey, wait a second. All those times that we fucked things up and nothing in the future time periods really changed? Why do we actually think that this is gonna work? Which actually brings me on to something else that I saw recently because, unfortunately, I went on TV tropes again recently. That's a fool move if ever there was one. And somebody was like, why isn't there a special ending for when you kill Lavos at the Ocean Palace where Zeal still exists into the future? And the reason why is because everything there is fueled by Lavos, and once you blow it up, it's not there anymore. It crashes into the ocean, nothing fucking changes, because obviously. Strange character at the base of the mountain to the southeast. Spoke to him, he told me he'd been waiting there for a strong person, all alone for a long, long time. I don't know if we're the strong person, but I mean, wouldn't surprise me if that's what we have to do. Alright, Mr. Elder, we would like to borrow this stone. Fetch it from the northern wood. Okay. Sure thing, Chief. Well, at least we got 2 things we can do here, so... Frame, you need sturdy lumber. To reinforce the structure, you'll need strong metal. But we have got a steel ingot, so we've got at least a little bit for you. Durable hammer. Alright, so... we can probably get the golden hammer for this dude again. Which, you know, gold is not exactly the greatest weapon for... the greatest material, pardon me, for something like that. But maybe if it's just a solid block at that point. Then again, I guess it's made of, like, golden wood, so meh. I'm overthinking this again. Just like I usually do. Robo, you can clear these chuckleheads out real fast, can't you? Maybe you'll electrocute. Yeah. Look at that damage. That's kind of a waste of that much mana, though. 17 a whack. That is probably not a good way to deal with all these fights. On the other hand, shoutouts to Robo basically having Luminaire but cheaper. They really did set this... They really set Robo up to be the most busted character possible, were it, you know... if only for the stat. You know, if only you had the stats to back it up. And thankfully, that's a thing that's perfectly doable. Excellent game design, isn't it? Alright, so we got this dude again. Making the same incredibly silly sound effect as it always does. I really don't know why the sound effects in this version are so off compared to the SNES version. Maybe they just... maybe it's an intentional change, but... I say that maybe mostly because I'm like, I cannot perceive of this being some sort of limitation on the abilities of the DS. The DS may not be the most powerful handheld known to man, but there is no way that it's being outperformed by the SNES. That's what the Game Boy Advance was for. Oh, there we go. So it should just be a pretty easy bit of walking out of these woods in before there's a new boss fight to ambush us. Hey, boss, we completed your challenge. Thanks. Go in here, time to yank the stone. Which logically should not be there because well, you know, paradoxes and everything. Whatever. It's fine. Who cares if we completely ruin time as we know it? It'll be fine. Or something. Oh, you jerk! Well, at the very least, the other one completely wasted its turn, so that makes me feel happy. Get these fuckers out of here. God damn, Luca, you have... Well, she's poisoned. Maybe that is reducing her magic damage, too? But if so, wow, that's pretty underwhelming. Probably because she's been warming the bench for so long. Yeah, I mean, Magus has more magic, but it's only 7 points. It shouldn't, you know, be her doing half damage in comparison. I'd like to think. I'd like to think, but I don't know how. Yeah, Magus is gonna learn Barrier before she learns Flare, which is fine. I'm just double checking that everybody else has all their skills. And the answer there is yes, they do. Alright, now Luca, show me a number that's like at least 300 on these rats. Come on. Yeah, that's significantly better. It's not amazing, but it's a lot better, so we'll take it. Hey, you. Ah, okay, so it's literally the exact same creature. Also, now the mountain has a different tile set. Although it's using the grass chests from 65 million BC, which is kind of neat. I got a feeling that we're going to be facing a bunch of those beetles, which is just going to piss me off because those things are kind of the worst. At least for this area of the game. Like, oh hey! The ability to... Oh god, the ladder is out. Fuck you. Alright, so we're gonna have to go back in time already. Can we fight the bellbirds? Yes, we can. Give me your extra juicy experience points, guys. As they proceed to hit us with the most underwhelming sound, attack sound ever, as per usual. Give me that tech points. Yeah, 21 for a fight like that. That's pretty great. I mean, it'd be better if Magus didn't, move just slowly enough for them to get hits in. Hey, Iron Fury. How's it going, Dave? Yeah, I reverted over to this because I figured Brian is probably a little busy right now to be working on... Yeah, level cap to 34, it said, I believe, right? Yeah, just making sure my memory is still, like, halfway attached. And halfway is good enough for me. As you can see, well... Oh, yeah, that will definitely cause problems. You turn on that Game Shark and suddenly you're overdoing it just a little bit. Yeah, I mean, that's... And again, that's not that much. Wow, 2 levels. Wow. Amazing. Alright, let's go take a moment to heal. Yeah, because you went and picked up... Did you go pick up a couple other things after, because I'm pretty sure you were flying solo, basically, up to that point outside of your HM user, right? If I recall correctly. Oh, right. Yeah, fair enough. I've still got 2 other things that I forgot that I've just not been using. Where do I land again? Behind the magic... Oh, it would help if I used the correct button, wouldn't it? Oh no, I'm hitting the right button. Yeah, at the very least... Our next leg of our voyage is probably going to be Celadon City, so at the very least you'll be able to get those upgraded fairly soon. Right, this is the wrong person to talk to. What am I thinking? Alright, we got that. Well, I mean, technically, you shouldn't have to do one of the... Technically, you shouldn't have to do the rocket hideout because, you know, or we enacting a house rule to say that it's not kosher to throw the Pokédoll at the big ghost. Because if so, that's fair too. Hey Chief, look at this big freaking orb. Alright. Alright. Well, yeah, you'd have to go through all of Rocket Hideout to be able to get the encounter at Lavender Tower. But that seems like a not very useful thing to bother with. Over in Chrono Trigger, we got the oh god, I'm having an issue here, apparently. We got the Dragon Arm. That gives us another 20 attack power on Robo. What a guy. Christmas Stone Centers. Sun on some high peak for a long time. Absorb enough light to shine on its own. Alright, so I don't think we can deal with that, yeah. even then, like, wait a second. Who won the... Yeah. Iron Fury won the race by, like, a couple of minutes, I think. Oh, hey, this dude was just keeping that tree for a bit. Because I was inside of Lieutenant Surge's gym, if not actually at the start of the fight, when he called time on winning that. Yeah, I mean, that's a really good typing, especially in Gen 1 with all the jank. Like, if this was any time past that, I'd look at that and be like, ugh. Yeah, exactly, because past that, you get your double weakness to Ghost and Dark. Awesome! And I mean, it has the 2 immunities past that, but it doesn't have any other resistances as far as I know. Oh, let's not go too far into the future now. Kind of reminds me of Ghost Dragon in a way, but I actually really like Ghost Dragon type because it has double weaknesses to both of its own types. And by like, I mean, I don't think I would look at a Ghost Dragon type Pokemon and be like, oh yes, that's going to help me out quite a bit. But I like it on a concept level, you know? You know what I mean. Alright, we get... Oh! Oh, shit! That's really nice. Thanks, game. Yeah, it's like in-game versus just looking at it. So let's see if... Alright, Magus, you're gonna wear the haste helm for a bit. We're gonna give that to somebody else later, I'm sure, but still. Yeah, exactly. There's... Alright, so we need to go down here. Something. Yeah, I admit that I haven't really kept up too much on competitive Pokemon in a little bit. Although I do go and look at some stuff occasionally on Smogon to be like, oh hey, is this Pokemon, you know, is this secretly good yet? But yeah, Dragapult being still really great. It's nice, heartwarming in a sense. Yeah, Gen 8 competitive Pokemon has got to be really, really funky because of just the amount of things that are removed. Yeah, I get a fair amount of, like, just Pokemon Showdown videos sitting in my YouTube recommendations of, like, that kind of goofy stuff. I also got recommended a channel a while ago called Big Yellow, and the guy mostly does Gen 1 competitive stuff. And I enjoy seeing a lot of the oddball shit that can be done with that, so yeah. Still really strong in current Gen 8. Yeah, I'm sure. Alright, so we learned Barrier for Magus. Dark Mist is our next move for him. Requires another 357 tech points. This is an AoE shadow attack. It costs 10 MP though, which is a little gross, but it's still fairly potent. And again, are you learning that? You're just barely not learning that before Luca learns Flare. Amazing. That shows you just how little I've been using Luca this playthrough. Usually I end up bringing her in just for pure deeps, but I was like, okay, let me try something a little different. Let's see how well that worked. But yeah, Ghost type is just, well, Ghost type is practically always really good. It's just they made a big oopsie when they decided on what they were going to cut for Gen 8, which, by the way, I will say that I'm not entirely opposed to the idea of removing some stuff from the game, because honestly, there is just so much at this point that it seems a little bit odd to have all of it be, like, required to be available almost. Put it in, especially now that there's Pokemon Home that you can just put stuff on the back burner for until later on. Yeah, Dark absolutely had the better, like, toolbox attacks. Ghost didn't have a lot of things that were, like, world-changing in that same way for a good period of time. I mean, Ghost had some good moves. I mean, obviously, Ghost had Shadow Ball when Dark was just a little bit, you know, when Dark was primarily just small damage. Like, I think back in Gen 2, Dark really, well, Dark had Crunch, never mind. Crunch was a Gen 2 thing, I think. But yeah, I just forgot about that entirely up until that point. Yeah, that way is gonna be the blocked road. Yeah, so... my memory is probably playing a little bit of tricks on me, but yeah. Ghost was probably overall the better type defensively because all of those immunities. Alright, we need to go find vines to make a rope ladder. Which means I think we have to go back in time here because the area that's being pointed to is not existent, right? Yeah. Well, you see, I tend to remember most stuff, but then there's, like, that 10% or something that gets away with me, and I'm just like, oh, wait a second. So, yeah, entirely fair. It's a good game series, and the end results with how, you know, in-game balance and competitive balance end up working together in a certain way are pretty good, etc. Oh, he was definitely the one who called himself the masochist, and I was the one who was... I was the one who kept bagging on that because, well, I mean, he is, and he admits it. Pardon me, Mark, drop links to things, if they... you know, when they come up, because... when you mention them, rather. Oh god, I haven't seen that in a bit. Or if I have at all, but yeah. Level 50 Pokemon first gym, Jesus. That's a little absurd. The randomizer's just like, yeah, is that really what you want, friend? And knowing this guy, he was like, yes! Actually. I know that Iron Fury completed Pokemon Blue Kaizo many years ago. Like, that would have been back when I was at college, so that would have been over 7 years ago that he completed that. And I don't know if he ever played Crystal Kaizo, which I think is the final of that series that team created, because I'm pretty sure that Blue Kaizo and Crystal Kaizo were mostly made by the same dude. Crystal Kaizo is... I know that Crystal Kaizo has above level 100 Pokemon that you fight, which is kind of ridiculous, but on the other hand, hey, if you're gonna... Making a Kaizo RPG is kind of a thing that's a little bit on the not super easy side a lot of the time. Because in theory, you can just grind your way out of the pain of RPGs. Oh, right, yeah, I remember that. Didn't that have dudes who were like level 100 or so in Viridian Forest? Actually, one other thing that I remember specifically from Blue Kaizo was the Geodudes and Voltorbs and stuff that all had self-destruct and explosion, and/or explosion, rather. In fact, I think they did not have both as their only moves. So, you know, catching them was sort of a do-or-die thing to begin with, and when you caught them, you look at them and you go, oh, well... You had to cheat to get into Koga's gym. Oh, boy. Well, I'd say that's when you gotta learn how to block through walls, but A, would you really want to be doing that? And 2, I would imagine that getting a good Pokemon to do block through walls in that is kind of not very feasible. Literally had the Game Shark. Jesus, that's sick. Utterly horrifying. And things people will do with it, with this game format, huh? Also, I just pressed the wrong move. All right. Tanking a fucking Mewtwo, that is pretty great. Also, I think the other thing that I remember about Kaizo Blue is that once you hit Victory Road, a lot of the parties started to get kind of the same because, well, you know, there were only so many Pokemon that were, like, top shelf in that period, right? Like, wow, that's a lot of Exegutors in Victory Road. Alright, I will deposit the link in the zone in, and by the zone, I mean, I'll drop it to a DM or something at some point. Yeah, it was all Exeggutor, Slowbro, Starmie, and Tauros. Yeah, I just... Specifically, I latched onto Exeggutor for some reason, because I think well, I mean, I recently played... Yeah, I recently played Blue. Blue? Yeah, I recently played Blue because of, well, the video that just went up earlier. You know, so I remember going through Victory Road, and I'm pretty sure somebody just had an Exeggutor in there, and for some reason, that stuck with me because it was a very silly looking, it was either that or because, oh god, how did I forget his name? How did I forget Professor Oak's name? That's amazing. Dumb. Yeah, Professor Oak has an executor in his party every time you fight him, regardless of which of his, well, I mean, if you fight the glitch parties that Professor Oak can provide, obviously, that's not a guarantee, but out of the 3 intended legit parties, Professor Oak has an executor in all 3 of those. And he's also got a Gyarados. He's got some other fire type. He's got a Tauros. And he has the fully evolved form of whichever starter neither you nor the rival chose. At least that's what the intent is probably supposed to be. It's obviously you have to encounter him through a glitch or through Game Shard. And that is not such a thing in those cases. That it's just whichever one that party happens to have. Anyway, forgot if I had anything else to add about that other than, yeah, Executor. But yeah, interesting to know that Blue Kaizo doesn't work with the randomizer. That is unusual because that tells me that something was modified outside of, like, fairly simple data. Because I'd figure, oh, hey, if it's just they changed the parties, they changed around the encounters, they changed around the move learn sets a little bit, it should randomize just fine. But in that case, yeah, there's probably something extra in there that does something that makes the game just be a little bit revolted about it. Yeah, because the Pokemon randomizers are so popular, and having them actually able to be used would be a great thing for a lot of people, so just stick your own in there, and there you go. I would say go ahead and do that because, I mean, I like Pokemon ROM hacks in general, and just general Pokemon fan games and similar projects of that ilk are all very interesting to me, regardless of, you know, even the ones that are not good are kind of interesting because it's, well, part of it is that I find a lot of not good games to just be interesting in general. Eight years ago, yeah. I figured it had to be a long time ago. God, I realized that on one of the episodes that I was sitting in on, that was like, yeah, that had to have been when I was taking my sort of capstone class for my philosophy degree. I say sorta because that's like the closest term to it that I can think of, but it was called like special project in this area or something like that. You can tell it's been a bit of a minute since I've thought about that, but yeah. Long time ago is all I have to say. So yeah, I would definitely be interested in watching some more Pokemon ROM hack related stuff. Pokemon Glazed is one that I've heard is very good. Never played it, though, but there's quite a few that I haven't played just in general, so that may not tell you anything. It's very long. Gotcha. A post-game after the post-game. Excellent. I love when we can look at things like that and go, where does the post-game end and where does the post-game begin? But I mean, the idea sort of makes sense in a weird way. Like, if you had, well, I suppose more than Mount Silver after... Well, I guess Mount Silver is sort of like the second championship run. So, what I guess I'm trying to say is, if you put requiring going to Elite Four version 2 after getting badge number 16 in Gold and Silver, then Mount Silver becomes your post game, in a sense. Neat. I'll have to look into that one and some others at some point. I guess is why I was thinking those. Right, you're just the person. Gem. Alright, so it's gotta be in the forest in the future, right? Future, relative to here. Well, yeah, I guess you gotta do at least some stuff. Map editing and stuff like that is something that kind of intimidates me on a concept level, on a ROM hack, because that stuff is all connected together in a lot of those games. You know, it's not like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire where you have loading zones between practically everything. And having, like, weirdly disconnected maps makes a little bit more... would be a little bit more acceptable from a design perspective, but if I look at something like that, I would absolutely just get inside my own head on the level of perfectionism and be like, oh, I want to do this, but it's gonna... I would imagine that there would be a physical special split. I mean, if they get down in the southern glade, it said. I'm gonna go back down there again and try it. Mostly Gen 3 mechanically. Yeah, I mean... Again, as far as physical special split, I've said this before, but I know that hacks have existed for inserting physical special split for a while into Gen 3. And it's fairly easy to do on a basic level because there's a couple of unused bytes of data on the end of move data. And you can just be like, okay, one of these is going to be flagged 00, 01, or 02, depending on what kind we want this to be, and then we code in a little bit of extra info into the damage calculation and whatever. If you want to put all the other bells and whistles of, like, putting up an icon for those, that's a whole other thing. But technically not that hard to set that up. And now, of course, there's the decompilation projects that work for that stuff instead. Oh, there it is. I didn't see those before. Alright, so... I'm gonna assume we can just take these back to the guy, but if not, oh no, we get an extra fight, so we get some more technique points, because we are gonna go heal as well. Yeah, okay, so I guess we have to actually set that up for ourselves. Unfortunately, I don't think much of anybody in our party is much of a ladder engineer, so this may not be the greatest idea, but if it works, it works. But saying that, I do know that a lot of later... Well, I know that a lot of the later mechanics from future games are also things that people have hacked into third-gen games. Like, again, even before any of the decompilation stuff, there were people who were like, hey, we're gonna add in Mega Evolution, which I almost called Max Pokemon, which is, I mean, that's sort of like the existing thing. And also, there were people who were programming in Z moves before that, and I'm sure there were people who were starting to get Dynamax in, unless that does just generally post-date the existence of decompilation projects, so yeah. Stuff that you thought about doing and you forgot you already did. Yeah, that happens a lot too. That's something I can definitely understand, because I do that quite a bit. Oh yeah, we gotta go time travel to set up our ladder, and again, somehow hope that it lasts for 65,600,000 years. Or what we presume to actually be 65,600,000 years. But may just be 2 random time periods. I mean, the save screens definitely tell us that it's that long, so yeah. Found that video with the third level curve. Alright. Oh, right, yeah. How long has it been since you speedran Dynamite Duke? That's been quite a while, I know that. Of course, for a while you were kind of stuck in a position where you couldn't do a whole lot of that sort of thing, so... Oh, wow, we overshot our boat. 4 years, yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right, because that sounds like how long things have been a mess for, if I recall correctly, which I'm not saying I do, because, well, the concept of time has increasingly become lost on me. Nine minutes, 2 seconds. Beaten by 18 seconds. Wow, that seems like something that would be really tough to cut down, because a large part of that game does kind of auto-scroll. But I mean, if you can, like, saw through some of those bosses, that should be pretty, possible, at least. Reasonably so, at least. So this is gonna be a single bird. Yep. He used actual hardware. Emulator. Yeah, fair. I'm also thinking about that because I was like, I think emulator might just have a lower frame rate in general, but that's not necessarily the case because I'm pretty sure Genesis, at least the NTSC Sega Genesis, was 60 frames no matter what, and the emulator is probably going to run at 60 frames. Whereas, you know what I'm saying about the SNES and it running a little bit faster than 60 frames on the hardware. Meanwhile, most emulators outside of the SNES and all of those the derivatives thereof were running at a flat 60. And then, of course, you get other things from not quite perfect emulation. Yeah, so it's something that'll be a minute, but yeah. Hooray, the sleep spell missed. It seems like a pretty neat game. I'm just not exactly a speedrunner, so that's that part of things won't happen. Alright, we're going in here, we're gonna... Excuse me, we're gonna rest again. Get Magus his MP back. That's definitely the case with a lot of early video gaming, is that a lot of stuff was basically building off a similar similar template, pardon me. Like, of course, Dynamite Duke, gameplay-wise, is pretty similar to Cabal. And, of course, there were a lot of other games that were sort of like Cabal. But, of course, a lot of them, just in general, a lot of companies were like, oh, hey, here's this game that hit it really big, and people really like this idea, so we're gonna copy that, we're gonna make our own version of it. And they're not necessarily putting a lot of thought forward toward quality, you know? So hey, if one of them does it right, that's good. Yeah, exactly. You know, once video games became popular, then the cash grabs started. Alright, enjoy your show, or at least don't hate it. Later. Alright, we're almost back to the mountain, and then we can climb up there and probably fight a bunch of those beetles. As I get stuck in a battle where I'm just mashing A for like a week because they're immune to all elemental magic. I could probably use other techniques on them, but I say. Nice, 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 nice. So now everybody except for Magus have all of their all their single techs. I think Black Hole is going to be, yeah, meaning 866, right? Black Hole is our instant kill spell. It's not great. As you can see, 15 MP rather, to attempt to kill everything in an area of effect. It's not even like all enemies or anything. A lot of the time, it's just not going to be worth doing. It's not going to have the efficiency that we want. Let's swap Marl in for one fight here, which will give Magus a chance to really just take over if it's not physically oriented. Hooray, a revive. I'm so glad those bring people back with only 50 HP for some reason. There we go. Antipode Bomb 3. That is going to be grossly expensive for Luca most of the time, but the damage is going to be pretty solid, and, you know, shadow damage source, why not? So we'll put Frog in, and we are making our way along here. Alright, we got some birds. No beetles so far, that's good. Those guys are annoying. And this should be our last dual tech. Is going to be... Oh, we learned a couple of them, actually. Wow, have Frog and Luca just not been in a party at all? Wow, I'm falling down on the job here a little bit, I guess. Yeah, so Red Needle, this is just one of the other Fire Sword variants. Line Bomb. I did not remember that this was a thing at all, so I guess we're going to test that out. And Frog Flare, which is just, hey, here's Luca's biggest technique, and here's Frog's biggest technique, for some reason. Have fun! Among the very few groups of characters who have that sort of setup, where it's just, hey, we're using their biggest techniques. Which is kind of a surprising one when you consider that Luca was not very much a fan of Frog to begin with, because she doesn't like frogs. She thinks they're unpleasant in some way. Slimy, I think, is her complaint, which, come on. Frogs are cool. Ooh, Rainbow Helm. That is a pretty good piece of equipment. Oh, is it something else that I'm thinking of? Either way, cuts light damage in half. That's nice. Grab that Turbo Ether. And I'm going to use this party for a bit. I'm going to try to show off a couple more of the dual techs that I haven't really shown off, because I admit that I don't use a ton of them. But let's see what we've got here. I mean, I can see that we've got a couple of these dudes who are, like, the bane of my existence because I love doing my AoE magic. Oh, no. Oh, fuck you, game! I thought that was not elemental because you didn't show me any sort of element mark on there. Wow, okay, game. I see how it is. His Magus takes the longest trip over to that Hercules beetle possible. Chest, we got a mermaid helm. That is going to be basically the rainbow helm, but just cutting water damage in half. There we go. I figured I'd get to it eventually. I just have to actually use my words correctly, which is a bit of a struggle. We're putting Chrono in the party because he's really, really strong. And he's hooked up with that gold stud, so if Luminaire is a good option to use on the new Guardian here, or whatever he's called. Oh, he's the new Master now, okay. And it's got that move, which is a nice animation for that cut HP in half thing. That's a little nasty. Oh, I see somebody was not impressed, huh? Ouch! Wow, okay. Sure, that shit hurts. Wow. It's a good thing we saved recently, because this is going to be one that will probably be a little bit uphill. Okay, well that sure was something. I don't know what it was, but it was a little bit nasty. Not a ton of physical damage we're dealing here. Yeah, especially if he's going to keep life draining after everything like that. And there's Magus about to die. Is this dude's moves... Are this dude's moves, I guess, rather, actually reliant on what you do, or what? I think or what might be a very good question, just in general. Okay, no, it just seems to be whatever he feels like throwing out and being an asshole with. And he just counterattacks with that life drain, so... The strategy is probably just going to be use whatever we've got that hits really, really hard. Not Dark Bomb. Dark Mist is more powerful. Oh no, he absorbs that, huh? Oh boy. I don't remember how this fight works, so bear with me a little bit, please. I am an idiot, but I swear not to that level. Probably. Oh yeah, Magus just got wiped. Oh boy. Is he just... Yeah, I was about to say, are you not going to get up, sir? Fuck. Well, he's dead. Great. On the other hand, it definitely seemed like putting the thing on Chrono was absolutely the strat. And there goes Frog. Again. Am I just, like, a little weak for this fight? And by a little, I mean a lot weak, because yikes. Well, for a start, I think I might have had better luck if I'd actually equipped Frog, or if I'd brought Robo in instead of Frog. I almost said if I'd equipped Frog with Robo. That would not have made a whole lot of sense, to put it kindly. Any decent damage there? That's pretty solid. Alright. Oh, thank goodness the insta-kill missed. Otherwise, that wouldn't be great. Alright, so I think the Lightning Bolt is the next... Yeah, that's... And that's Chrono dead, and Magus already queued up for a move that I don't want him to actually be throwing out right now. God damn it. Alright, so we're gonna sit here and we're gonna camp this for a second while that happens. Yeah, needless to say, I was not prepared for this fight in a real way whatsoever. But we might hopefully be getting near the end of it. Oh, he didn't counter that time. That's... Is he that much on death's door? Please let the answer be yes. And the answer was indeed yes. So, throwing down that high ether might have been a little bit overkill. This guy spent 65,600,000 years without having friends. And of course, Buddy Boy is blocking the way to the left, which is kind of unfortunate because we're probably going to want to go over there. Some friend. You can tell that this fella hasn't thought about this for, again, that many years. But we can go over here, so at least there's that. And this should lead us over to a peak where things are conveniently-ish set up for us to put the Prisma Stone over there once we go pick it up again. Alright, well, time to crawl on back down the mountain and get into this damn Hercules beetle fight again. Yeah, not a whole lot to say here right now. Just doing the same thing we've done several times already, just with a slightly different tile set. That cleaned things up nicely. I'm sure that light damage is fine, so we'll let Chrono do this because he's getting his turn faster. He has a higher speed than Magus does. So he gets his meter filled basically at the start of battle. And however, Magus would get more turns in the long run because of that haste from the haste helm. Now we get into another completely requisite fight with these two rats. Hey, at least Chrono can take him out in one hit. Yes, your advice came in handy. You the one who... Yeah, you had the new Master Quest. Alright. And we got a Nova Armor. Oh, I'm pretty sure Nova Armor is a thing that gives us immunity to status ailments, if I recall correctly. Yes. Alright, so we can take Shala's Pendant off of Magus, and we can instead give him a Silver Stud. Because I don't have another Gold Stud, and I'm not taking the one off of Chrono, goddammit! Are you kidding me? 1 sec. Sorry about that. If I was smart, I would have muted the mic, and yet I did not. So that tells you a little bit about me. But man, the rewards have really stepped it up around here. Anyone else got anything interesting? Yeah. Or Lumicite. Oh boy, we get to go climb the fucking mountain again. Yeah, we already talked to that dude about the ladder. I guess we sort of fulfilled that one, but it wasn't a real side quest. At least not in that regard. Go ahead and heal. Save. And it's time to begin our journey anew up that godforsaken mountain. See, they heard me take off the pendant, and they were like, oh yeah, surely now Magus will be weak to status ailments, and yet... Bad news, boys. Besides, it's poison. It wouldn't have come into any real effect anyway, because we're just gonna nuke them. Honestly, Luminaire is practically like a nuclear attack, which... would be very strange in a Japanese RPG. Although saying that, there was a nuclear element in some of the Shin Megami Tensei games. But of course, those games are designed to be edgy, so what do you expect? I'm sure somebody's gonna get upset at me for saying it like that, but also... My overall thoughts on the Native Howl were that they were very, very good. Definitely something that I've never really heard that sort of combination of genres before. So that's pretty cool in and of itself, too. And overall, I like that, for lack of a more immediate term, that I thought the Harvester of Sorrow mashup, that Harvester of Constant Sorrow, was a very moody sort of thing. So I liked that sort of moodiness to it that, again, seemed very unusual, especially considering, well, I'm very familiar with the Metallica original. Not so much with the other parts of it, but... Ah, okay. Also, I really liked the video for Sons of Destruction was the name of it, I think? Let me go scroll back up. Yeah, Sons of Destruction. That video was pretty neat. And hey, guess what? It's everybody's favorite fight for me to sit here and mash the A button through. Come on, Magus! Kill it in one hit. I know you're technically more of a caster, but still, come on, dude. Absolutely noted. I will definitely. See, this guy moved very easily. Wow. Didn't have to pick him up or anything. Alright, so I'm just going to make an assumption that we have a boss fight coming up sometime soon. Let's go ahead and use a quick shelter, save up, and get ready for something that I have no idea what I'm going to be dealing with, to be honest with you. Ooh, Ocean Palace music. In the middle of some random cave. It really doesn't fit because this is a little bit too, like, sci-fi sounding for just this random, slightly green cave. Oop. Ruh-roh. Alright, time to go back an inch and ask if the big cannonball with legs can help with building this bridge. Just chuck him like a football, dude. You'll see how strong you are from that. All right. Time to go back down the mountain. Yes, again. And bring this dude some lunch. I really wish that I had remembered to set up a fast forward key in Melon DS. If I even know how to do that. Inputs and hotkeys. Oh, sorry about the cursor and the pause. Alright, well, I guess that's going down to the spacebar. Oh, you really don't need to see that cursor on the battle screen. Oops. Let me tell you, it's really awkward controlling this with my controlling the D-pad with my right hand and pulling down the spacebar with the other one. But I was not able to get it to register the shoulder buttons properly as being things I could find the hotkey to. Words, they're real hard for me sometimes. I mean, I guess here's a better way for me to do this, right? Just rest my wrist on the spacebar. Let me tell you, this is really fucking annoying on an actual handheld, so... Yeah, that's pretty understandable that random encounters can get very, very irritating. So it's really good when RPGs take that level of things out. Like, I know that, oh hey, just having the battle is forecast on the overworld is not the greatest way of removing it, but I do prefer that over pure random encounters. Like, I feel like a lot of people were very upset about that as a mechanic in the, well, I'd say in the Gen 8 Pokemon games, but I guess it was really just a sword shield thing, huh? People were very upset about that. And I think that that's very silly, but I think a lot of people who are fans of Pokemon just don't like change. They're fans of Pokemon as they knew it when they were young, which, I mean, fair enough, but in that case, just keep playing the games that already exist. It's not like they're going to disappear. And we got ourselves a lunchbox. But yeah, RPG battles in general, it's definitely not a thing for everybody on that level either, because, well, it really does disrupt the flow of the game anyway. And of course, even in games where it's supposed to be that battles are avoidable, you have stuff like what we just dealt with where you can't get around that. We say as Nintendo rails against digital media preservation, yeah. Thanks, Nintendo. I'm so glad you guys are doing as little as possible about a lot of stuff. On the other hand, it's not like it's hard to pirate games. Then again, I say that as if that's necessarily a skill that the younger generation are all... You know, I feel like every couple of weeks I have a conversation in one of the Discord servers I'm in about how young people just don't seem to know how to pirate shit anymore. And honestly... Anyway, technically I probably shouldn't be talking about game piracy on Twitch, but unfortunately it's a very useful tool because a lot of this stuff is otherwise not exactly the most available thing in the world. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I am nobody, and that's... So I guess at least in that regard. Alright, I'm sorry, I just passed over that bit of dialogue. I'm just in a place right now of, yeah. Alright, so this dude wants his banana. I'm pretty sure it's down in the swamp layer. Probably in the distant past, because that dude is super old. Banana. Yep. Oh, banana. Maybe one of these days I'll try playing Donkey Kong 64 again, but on the other hand, the idea of trying to 100% that game, ugh. Ugh, the fucking Beetle Race. Can you imagine being the person who had to okay that, by the way? Like, really? Really? But I play Spyro Reignited instead. Yeah, it's probably a better idea. That's like an actual video game. I mean, at the very least... Oh, okay, did my controller come unplugged? Coming back? Yes, it is. Okay, good. We're not in complete disaster zone yet. Yet. Alright, so I'm just gonna go back in time and try that real quick. Because while I don't 100% know for sure if this is correct, I have a guess. Alright, Magus, can you one-shot these all with Dark Mist yet? And the answer is going to be a resounding no, so I think we're just going to go into physical attacks afterwards. Okay, yeah, their physical defense sucks, so at least we've got that going for us. Yay, we gained a level. I probably should have just gone with the physical attacks first, and then this. Okay, yeah, it pretty much just says that in as a counterattack every time. Look, we didn't want to spread a banana, so we just put a little twinkly thing on the ground. There will be more Half-Life in the future. If I don't die, I guess. What am I saying? There will definitely be more Half-Life. Which means that eventually there's just going to be a full life consequences watch through and then I'll fall over or something, I don't know. I'm kidding. I'm gonna play the real, As I started saying that, I'm like, should I ever consider getting, like, VR equipment for Half-Life Alyx? Because I think that is still a thing that requires VR, right? My knowledge on the subject is a little bit muted. Because when, like, every time I saw anything about Half-Life Alyx, I didn't hear any information about it ever coming out. Like, I just saw that it was a game that existed on a sale at one point. And I was just like, huh? Is that just something that I missed that got retitled or something? Or... I was very confused as to what it was, and then I looked it up at one point, and it's like, oh, it needs VR. Oh. Okay. And kind of left it there because, well, I'm not 100% sure how I felt about, or even still feel for that matter, I guess, about VR. But it is something that I will check out at some point, I'm sure. Or I will continue to forget for a very long time, because that's the other way I operate most when it comes to most things. Is forgetting about them for a few million years. These beetles can kiss my butt. You know what? Again, we're gonna save. We're not gonna heal this time. If we end up needing to heal for some sort of upcoming big boss fight or something, well, we'll restart. I'm sure it'll be fine, though. Hey, fella, we brought you a banana. Alright, so we gotta go back and... I guess we're done here for now. Until later. So we're probably exploring the Dark Tunnel next. Those rats are ridiculously fast, jeez. Is that necessary, game? Yes. Oh. Well. Gotcha. Right, so I think we just need to go back in time here. Yeah, the builder is doing fine. That guy has nothing to add except, you know, to have told us about ladders before. That fella is done for now. That fellow wants to see Lumicite. Shop. Who wants the rusted sword? You have nothing. You tell me about the banana. Our cave. So, wait a second. Did I forget to talk to somebody? I'm going to assume that I did. You know what? Give me just a second here, because I'm going to look it up instead of going back and forth through the thing like a million times. And by the thing, I mean the entire cave. Cave, mountain. Similar basic idea, you know. Wait, is the rock still in our inventory? Yes, it is. Okay, that's the problem. Is that I've been able to go leave the stone up on top of the mountain for a while, and I didn't realize that it was still in my inventory. So I thought that I had to talk to the guy to be like, oh, hey, we need to go into the dark place. And then talk to the person who's like, hey, you can light it up using the stone. And yeah, I'm an idiot. I've just lengthened the experience for myself by quite a bit. Also, speaking of being an idiot and lengthening the experience for myself by quite a bit, I could have just physical attacked from the start. And of course, Chrono gets put to sleep. That is just kind of rude. Honestly, the rest of the party doesn't need right now. Glad to see us getting a crit that mattered. Obtained the songbird egg. That is a thing that I didn't remember. Yeah, place the stone here so it can start charging itself up. Let's see if there's any information about this egg here in our key items. No, but it's in here. Oh, it restores 40 MP. That's neat. However, I don't think we need to come to the distant past top of the mountain anymore. So our odds of ever getting another one of those are pretty much 0. But hey, neat anyway. Wow, I couldn't get past that 1 pixel. Are you kidding me? We didn't even start the fight or anything. Jeez. Fuck you, game. As unnecessary as ever. That ladder looks like it's missing a bit for some reason. Anyway, good job all around, everybody, failing to kill these things with your physical attacks, because you're not good at anything. Apparently. Ah, they're fine. It's just... Wow, you can actually miss those enemies. Some of the very few that have any evasion, as far as I know. Alright, so I think all we have left to do, I guess, rather, if I want to use my words correctly, which would be nice, is to go up the mountain in 600. Go up the mountain in 600. Get the Waystone, come back down. Go back to 65 million, get into the Dark Passage, and clear that out. Then go back up the mountain one last time in 600. Clear the area over there. And then come back down, and then we will finally be done with this. And I gotta say that even with my bumbling, using the fast forward option has definitely sped this up significantly. Otherwise, we would be into the next stream doing more of this, and I don't think anybody wants that. Mouse cursor, get out of there. I mean, I guess in theory, because this is a DS game, I could use the mouse to navigate around the map, and we can look at what that looks like again. I think I showed that off in the first stream of this. But does anyone really want to see that? The answer is probably not. Forget it. Let's... Oh, we're doing regular walking? Oh, okay, so, that is not at all what I expected to happen. Maybe just because I was clicking in a strange place or something. Other way. There we go. We got the waystone. So now we get to go back down the mountain and then go to the other period. I have to get into this fight that is for some reason completely unavoidable. Again. Thankfully, this is like one of the last times we're ever going to have to deal with it. Hey, nice. Magus learned Black Hole, which means that we should only have dark matter left to gain. And you can see that the tech point requirement, 878, is not horrible. I think it's, like, only barely more than what we needed for Black Hole. And that is our ultimate single user dark magic multi-tech. We'll put it that way. That it's that I don't know how to speak, basically. Alright, hey you. Yep. Go take a look in the dark cave? Absolutely. Guys have a slightly odd amount of HP, don't they? Like, probably not quite 700, but 680 or maybe 690. Nice. Wait. Not nice for me when I can't kill him in one hit, but I don't know. Alright, so we can go over here to the Winding Passage or whatever it's called. This. Oh, hey, look, it's another enemy that casts sleep spells. Thing on the pedestal, and let's take out the shiny rock. It emits a lot of lightning for some reason. Some flashes. Incredible, it's a staircase. Wow, we haven't seen any of these since, well, just recently. Ooh, we've got Fortress of, we got Tyranno Glare music here. There we go. Ruh-roh. Have to duck out of sight. Ooh, we got some these two-headed snake fellas. I think we've seen this sprite before, but I don't remember. Aww, the really cool music got overridden. Oh wow, you're really busting out an attack with that sort of an animation? Jeez, that is unnecessary. And then the other one busts out like no attack animation whatsoever. I love this part of the game. They paid so much attention to making it good, and, you know, it's not a ridiculous time sink or anything. Oh, sorry, I got a little too sarcastic. Book it, boys! It's not like we can't just kick all their asses. Aww. Frog is a good dude, and it's good for him to speak for us. I think Magus would just be a shithead. Hey, we got the Judgment Scythe. Alright, let's equip ourselves that their new weapon for Magus. May inflict stop. Nice. Not a huge attack gain, but, you know, if it has a chance to freeze enemies when we hit them, that's pretty cool. Alright. No more fast forward, because we're not going to fast forward through the new area, because it's a new area, and honestly, the winding passage is not that long. Plus, we can sneak past these encounters easily, and oh no, we get to fight a single bat in the other place. Oh shit! Never mind. We got new enemies here to deal with. We got the fat dinosaur from earlier, but it's gold, and it's called a Chrysosaur now. Gotcha. Alright, so is this chonker going to be the same type of strategy as before? Oh, it absorbs lightning. Oh, boy. No, like that. How do you do with dark? Does it just absorb, like, all magic or something? Okay, well, it seems like Dark Mist is viable. How about Dark Bomb? Is that gonna do good news? I mean, I suppose I could try Black Hole on it. See if that is gonna be an insta-kill, but it's not durable enough for me to war on that, apparently. Which, fair enough. Alright, let's get in there and let's beat some asses. Alright. Magus. Oh, you only hit things close to me. Ah, right. I forgot how Black Hole works, because I don't use it very much, because it's an insta-kill move. It's kind of inherently terrible. Got some decent physical defense on it, so that crit is going to help a lot. Alright, meanwhile, the bat, I think, is outright immune to physical damage, so light it up. Light that fucker up. Well, Frog, why don't you start healing the party here? Get us all in the old fighting trim. Whatever upcoming bullshit we might have. Speaking of bullshit, this thing just walking off of the rock ledge like that. He's like, oh hey, physics, I don't care about those. Alright. We got some chests to grab first, so we get 20k and we get 20k. Wow, whoever these monsters are, they are fucking loaded. And a revive and a shelter. I'm sure that shelter is going to come in handy at some point, not too far in the future. Because surely we will have to fight a boss here. Oh, yikes, we got two of these guys. Gross. Darkness, there we go. Let's hit everybody with that and throw out some water too. That should do good damage, hopefully. Or at least damage in an AoE. That did something anyway. Did about as much as one of Chrono's physical hits. Good job, Chief. Ouch. Well, at the very least, they're worth 10 TP ahead, so, you know. I can't complain too much about those fights. Except for when I absolutely can. Alright, so we got an open skull here. I'm sure going straight down the middle is not going to be the most prudent of strategies, but... Dog, please. Dog's barking at the television. And we got a bunch of the 65 million currency, and we got a turbo shot. So there's a new weapon for Luca, who's probably never going to get a chance to use it. Although it does give her +3 speed. That's pretty nice. I do like that. So, A+ there, game. Although, good, that just looped us around, didn't it? Oh, I'm in the wrong part of the menu. Look at this goof, it's just making all this noise. Side rooms here. Oh, clearly I'm in, like, the back part of a different room, right? Oh, no, these just both go to the same place, don't they? Yeah. Although here we've got Monty Hall's 3 doors. These all go to the same place? Surely not, right? Yeah, okay, they don't. There's our save point. Let's go ahead and... Let's use a shelter, so that way we can get our mana back. I don't know why I feel the need to be so stingy about that sort of thing. I have 95 of them. I just never like using items in RPGs. Unless I have to. Just hoard all that shit, because you never know when you're gonna need it, right? I'm never gonna need all of those. I could probably run through a couple of runs of New Game Plus and still not use all of those. Anyway, we're gonna go check those side doors real quick. And try to make sure we don't miss anything. Let's see, these two are part of the same room. dragon armor. What is that going to give us aside from stats? Oh, it's going to give us more strength. Nice. Frog, you should take that. Because Frog is probably going to be more of our physical damage dealer outside of when he's healing. Guys, it's just going to be a couple of bats. Oh no, here come the big boys. Alrighty. Yep. Get a couple more basic items. I'm glad I came over here. And 10 gil. Nice. Well, gold. Okay, I guess it's G, but... you know. Without delving too much into those complexities of what it is or is not, it's only 10 of it. Which is kind of funny. Here we've got a couple of these fellas. Gotta go for the night. Well, good night, Mark. Have a nice one. Fortunately, these things didn't die from a single... Excuse me. Did not die from a single Luminaire, and Darkness didn't do enough to them either. So I guess physical attacks are probably the way to go, but Luminaire definitely softens them up a bit, so... Okay, a bit might be kind of a stretch. 0.200. Yeah, fuck it. Maybe just hit him physically and that's it. Because, wow. Stardust Bow. That's a weapon from Marl. Naturally. And that can inflict confusion, and looks like a pretty big attack jump from what we had before. Which makes me wonder if I missed out on something for Marl, or if I just didn't bother buying it. Which I guess they're kind of the same thing in a lot of ways. Remember, just physical attacks. Well, it seems like that doesn't really make them happy, because they counter every physical attack with that poison cloud. That is obnoxious. Alright, Frog, you gotta heal us. Because that was really gross. Those are, like, some of the worst enemies that I've seen in this area yet. I mean, I thought that the fucking Hercules beetles were bad. So I'm curious if I can get some information about those. That'll scroll us down a bit. Okay, we're sitting in the bosses here. So we went a little far, but we can fix that. Alright, here we go. Any information you can tell us? Nope, it just... 950 HP with these stats. Fucking yikes. And somehow it's not, like, resistant to anything. It just takes that little magic damage, I guess? Wow. That's a little noxious, not gonna lie. Alright, here comes more of the thing we really dislike seeing. Big yellow lizard. And it counterattacked with a lock. I don't know why I feel the need to do that, but here we are. Here. Let's kill off these real quick. This way. Oh joy, more of these. Oh, they seem like they're having fun. We can go out here, and we've got another path. We've got a save point. Let's go ahead and do our thing. Remember to heal before we save, so that way we don't feel like an idiot when we get taken out by the inevitable boss that I don't know what I'm doing, and I run up against my limits against. Because surely that's got to happen eventually. Reused palette swaps of enemies we haven't seen just yet. We've got the Archaeofangs. So I don't remember these enemies at all. But also, I think that attack is using the wrong soundbite once again. Oh, is this what's big in the streets? Is you respond to magic with Osmos? If that's it, well then I don't really think I have too much to worry about. Like, sure, it's gonna suck having all of my spells go back to their regular cost for Chrono. But I can just have Magus beat the crap out of these guys the regular way, and I'll just have to remember to throw out some more, some MP items once in a while for Chrono. Yeah, that AoE water spell does a pretty decent amount of damage, huh? So that's what dark matter looks like, by the way, and that sound is definitely off. Yeah, I'm going to point it out every time it happens because, I mean, honestly... Oh, jeez, that's a nasty-looking attack animation for sure. That's gonna fucking hurt. Oh, did it ever fucking hurt? Also, we're sapped. That's not great. Oh shit, Chrono's on an MP. I should probably see about fixing that. On the other hand, we killed one of them, so I guess the other we're just going to beat up by hand. Because I think we can get away with that damage-wise. Oh yeah, especially if Magus is going to crit. Oh, only 500. This thing's pretty stout and tanky, so... This may not necessarily be my smartest strategy, but you know what? Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. What? Oh, boy. Okay, so I need to figure out what I'm going to do to strategize against this, then. If one revives the other when they get too close to death. That's pretty fucked up, so give me a second to see if I can hash this out a little better here. Oh boy. Alright. Well, so I guess in that case, if we just try chipping this thing down some more. Until later on. Because I did check, and, I mean, yeah, I gave a strategy, I'm just not going to put it to use. These things have... The one on the right has 7,500 HP. The one on the left has 8,000. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm just going to try to chisel down the one on the left a good chunk. And then throw Chrono in Ether and have him do Luminaire. And admittedly, that's not going to be the fastest thing in the world. Because with these two attacking, that's only like 500 to 600 damage per round. In fact, I'm going to assume 600 right now. And so with Chrono attacking, that should put us at 1800 damage dealt. Oh no, that's gonna put us at 2100, give or take. I don't think the sight scope actually works on these dudes, otherwise I'd be like, well, if I was smart, I could just restart with Frog having the sight scope or something. Oh, nice. Alright. 27. $35. 41. Wait, no, 33 from Magus, pardon me, and 39 after Chrono getting a crit. Wait a second. Yeah, okay. Numbers hard. Well, the one on the right is definitely spamming a variety of interesting move animations. 42. So the left Archeofang should be about half dead. $5, 51. Magus, I really wish you could inflict stop on these things with your scythe there. Unfortunately, it is not to be. $54. 6K. Alright, so another 2 hits, and then we're going to start doing Luminaire spam again, because... Alright, so now is when we start doing our thing. Alright, Magus, throw him a mid-ether, just in case we gotta do multiples. Well, it looks like the red one didn't die yet. Oh, never mind. It was just waiting to get its counter off, I guess. Alright, everyone go all in. Kick its ass. Or it has a chance to revive the other fucker. Go, 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 go. Gotta do all the damage in the world, pretty much. Oh! Son of a... Ah! Okay, now, don't kill it. Don't kill it. Never mind, it's dead. Alright, well... Fuck! I hate this boss so much. Alright, so we're back to doing this for now. We're gonna try just hitting, but we're gonna try doing Luminaire and then hitting the boss for a physical attack. And see where that gets us in terms of keeping their HPs balanced. It's probably gonna suck. I just... This fight, why? What kind of person decided that this was a good idea? Aside from an asshole. Because, I mean, yeah, we know that. The other option is that I just reload and I bring in Ayla and Robo and just basically do Falcon hit strats the entire time. And it's gonna hurt. Yeah, that volcano spell does a lot of damage for some reason. We'll have Chrono use a Lapis, and honestly, I should probably just be using the bigger heals specifically on Frog as opposed to the AoE heals, but eh. That would be a good idea. Or something. Alright, so I feel like the HP meters here are very unequalized, so I'm going to take a second to have Frog do this. Do a little bit more damage specifically to the blue one. And I mean, I'm going to be wasting some MP doing that, but I think it'll be fine. Probably. Everybody just slap it real quick. And I'm not paying attention to the move order, although I did see the blue one use that iceberg attack, which is rather unusual to see it busting out Ice 2 already. I don't know if they do different attacks at lower HP is what I'm saying. Because, yeah, there's Volcano again, which, you know, hurts like fuck. Alright, we're gonna try something a little different here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna have Frog do a Frog Squash, because, again, we haven't seen that yet. Alright, that one's dead. Frog, get your turn. Frog Squash, alright. We're going all in for our biggest damage we have, which is probably still not going to be enough to kill this thing. Although, got it! Yes! 1600 damage. You fucking go, Frog. So that Frog Squash move, that looks silly, but damn is it strong. Especially when your HP is nice and low. It is a shockingly good final technique. But now that we have defeated those monsters, we return to the village. And thank you all very much. We got the Valor Crest. Nice. I don't know what that does. Let's find out. Magus, why don't you take a look at it? Because you were pretty helpful here, that's for sure. Alright. It's not there. Is it a key item? It might be a key item which unlocks the last thing. Let's sort our list here. So where the hell is it then? Oh, there it is. Boost critical hit rate and 50% counter rate. Oh. Oh, yes. That is a strong piece of gear. Let's go ahead. We're going to stick that on Chrono. We're saying goodbye to his golden stud for now. Unfortunately. Wait, no, is it? I think it might be a frog-only thing, huh? Where is it? Hero's badge, train tier. Magus, you can't equip the Valor Crest because you're nobody. Robo? Illa? I mean, I guess it could possibly make sense. Yeah, there we go. So she can give the Rage Band to somebody else. But more importantly, that is a nice piece of gear for her. We're gonna go heal after all of that shit that we've been through. Check with everybody else. And yeah, that explains why the staircase is wrecked way back when. There's probably nothing going on in here, but just to be sure. Those two little weird arms off to the side of the... It's just weird map building. That kind of bugs me, that's all. Like I said, I would get a little overly in my own head about that sort of thing, so yeah. See, we're starting to close the time loop a little bit, I guess. How about you? Do you have anything new to say? Just find me a rusty sword, which, you know what? Fair enough. I'll see what I can do, Chief. Let's get rid of these things that don't matter anymore. We're leaving the other gear in the inventory for now, so that way we have things basically to pivot through some of our other stuff if we ever decide to actually plan properly for any of these fights. But I'm afraid we have one more thing to do, and that is that we have to fucking hunt them again. So we're gonna fast forward through this again. I'd apologize, but I won't. Damn it, frog! Come on. You know how to hit a frog, because you're... Surely, right? Being a frog yourself. That'd be a little silly. And of course, these douchebags managed to sneak in one more Osmos under the radar. Under the wire, rather. Whatever. Wire, radar, they're the same word, I guess. Alright, we're at the top of the thing. I'm gonna switch Frog out for Robo because Robo is definitely doing more work here in terms of his tech power and everything. So speaking of which, do we have any magic tabs that we can feed him? Yeah, we got 4. Alright, Robo, eat up. Look at Magus with his 65 magic over there, and Chrono is just suffering with fuck nothing. I don't need to do those right now. I probably should, at least towards the end of the game. Alright, let's save here on top of the mountain. I'm pretty sure this last area is like a whole castle with a bunch of encounters. Hey, the bridge is finished. And, well, I guess we're... Alright. And see, that guy didn't know what he had until he was gone. And the new master, I think, tells us that he opens a shop, too. Right? They're just saying, hey, dudes. Guy coming over here to tell him that, unfortunately, bananas are extinct in this time period, I guess. Hey, and that Reptide found a roommate. I almost called him a Reptar, which will tell you that I'm probably losing it slowly but surely. Nice, we got some Saurian leathers. That is going to be a piece of armor for us, surely. Let's get a load of how good this is. Oh, +3 speed and +3 strength. Holy shit. You're kidding me. You are fucking kidding me, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, Robo. You know what? Who cares about your speed ring anymore? What can we give you instead? We can give him the Dragon's Tear. We can give him the Rage Band. We could give him a third eye. There's so much stuff. This opens up a lot of things right now. I think I just want to give him a magic ring, though, if we have. Yes, there we go. +6 magic. Yeah, let's make those heals even more sick nasty. Alright, dudes, what's up? Whoa. Hey! You alright, Chief? A huge, eerie tower, huh? Do you know anything about this, dude? Isles perch watching over our village. can do it. You got anything for us, new master? Yeah. All right. This dude's got a store. We got. Oh, these items for sale. Oh. That's all, but still. Nice. Nice. I could probably stock up on elixirs and have those ready for whenever I next have a big encounter. Unfortunately, mountain, climate, fuck, god damn. Alright, so for real this time, we're gonna save, we're gonna go in there. We're probably gonna get our asses kicked a couple of times, but you know what? It'll be worth it. I think. Alright. Yeah, we get a little bit of that music. We cross the bridge. It's a long bridge. We got some junk mobs. I don't even want to show these. Oh, okay, so the exiles are actually resistant to lightning. I didn't realize that. I guess I can probably just spam basic attacks for those things, because those are the junkiest of junk mobs for this location. We're surely going to get into some real shit pretty soon, right? Yeah, the imps are counterattack. Yeah, my dog's barking at a TV in the other room. Dogs are very silly sometimes, but you know what? They're cute. Oh, here we go. We got something new. Got a couple of skellies. Some bone knights, huh? Bone knights! That one's for you, Lears, wherever you are. Oh, hey, there's a save point here. Let's crack these chests. We get a Dino Blade. And we get 50k. This area has been so generous with money. Holy sheesh. Alright, well that'll go on a Frog. Frog getting a nice fat strength boost. Go ahead and save here as well. The Tower of the Ancients. We'll take these fights. I'm sure that it's going to interrupt the music here, despite it being Ocean Palace music. Yeah, which is kind of sad, because, again, the Ocean Palace theme is super good. I love it so much. Loves it a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, we got these Soul Stalkers. I don't quite think this is using the unused Octavator palette, unfortunately. Alright, what do we got going on here? We got branching paths again. And by that I mean we've got a save point and we've got a single path. So that means let's go ahead and heal, save. And, you know, pucker up in a certain area. Skellies. Oh, I guess we can't dodge this fight, huh? Well, that's a shame. Alright, let's see how they take Luminaire. This should probably kill all 4 of them. Hopefully. Yeah, that's gonna do that. Absolutely. But yeah, here we've just got the same looping rooms over and over again, and what's this dude? What's your deal, Death Guard? That takes decent damage from physicals, so hopefully this is not much of a fight. Yeah, if we're landing crits on everything. Alright, sap and a minor amount of AoE damage. Is it in a counter fit? Nope. Well, maybe it was in a counter stance, but it's dead. So, meh. Oh, here's another one. And we got some chunk enemies that we can eliminate with magic. Alright, come on. Please just be fairly weak to light so that way this fight is nice and quick. Death Guard. Yeah, it's a pretty decent weakness to light magic. Or at least non-resistance. It's not fucking immune, that's for sure, and it's not resistant to magic. Not horribly so. And there's our rusted blade, so we can take that to the swordsmith in 65 mil and get hopefully something good. I'm just gonna fast forward through the rest of this fight. Nice. How far, by the way, is Magus from learning Dark Matter? 178. So we're very close to having all of the techs in the game, aside from anything that requires us to pick up the colorful rocks. I'm gonna take a guess these dudes absorb shadow, by the way. Which, you know, rip a certain hedgehog, right? Maybe I should play Shadow the Hedgehog at some point. I know, I gotta stop hurting myself by playing bad games, but, like, it's funny to you guys, too, right? You guys enjoy when I go through the garbage. It's amusing, at least, hopefully. Alright, so what do we got here? Oh, hey. That is a dude we have not seen yet. That is the Ghost of Cyrus sprite. Oh, Jesus. So that makes me think that using that move is not going to be such a great idea. Right, I feel like we should deal with this dude's flunky first here. Can you hit anything with Area Bomb? No, you can't. Okay, so it absorbs Shadow. And the Master at Arms uses an AoE counter, which has a Japanese name, which is a little bit strange considering the setting being so European. But I don't remember what Tsubamegashi is. Is that the name of, like, the swallow cut type of thing? That was, you know, the very famous... what's basically Aerial Ace in Pokemon. Ouch! Holy shit, that is a very powerful lightning bolt. This guy is mad as fuck, apparently, so... that's real great. Heal Beam time. Robo doing what he does best. Of being the support who can also throw out massive fucking hits. Unfortunately, he doesn't seem to take a whole lot from... or he takes a little bit too much, rather, from certain attacks, like that Thunder Blast. Jesus! Alright, so we're down to just the Master. And let's see how this... oh, nice flash of steel, by the way, where he shoots fucking Yakra spikes at us. What an asshole. Alright, I think we're going to want to keep our HP topped off for everybody for, like, as much as possible. Just in case of an emergency, stupid, huge hit. Because it seems like that's a distinctive possibility here. Although, that said, Chrono could probably be busting out the bigger attack techs. I wonder if he'd do the AoE counter if Magus did Dark Mist again. Let's take a look-see. Because, I mean, surely that's not going to cause us to lose the fight here, right? Okay, no, he's just doing the single target counters. Okay, so that damage on Frenzy is pretty pathetic against this dude. Apparently, physical spells are not great against him. Duly noted. Maybe it's just because Chrono doesn't have a whole lot of magic stat on him. Anyway, I think he's in an attack stance now. Or rather, just a power stance. And yeah, I did go confirm in the middle of all the actions there that the attack that he's using, that name, is indeed the Swallow Return, the Sasaki Kojiro move, which later became the inspiration for the Pokemon Attack Aerial Ace. That's right, Magus, fuck him up. Land those critical hits. I was about to say, oh, he's fucking dead, but yeah, he's fucking dead. Right, where's my revive item? It's the wrong one. There we go. Right, now we use a heal beam. Alright, he's going on the defense. This guy has a lot of HP, by the way, if I recall correctly, so this is going to be a fairly lengthy fight. Slightly tempted to just start hitting the fast forward here in order to move this along a little bit because, boy oh boy, this is taking a while. In fact, we're going to have Robo throw out some hits as well, just because, you know, we could definitely use something to speed this up slightly. Counterattack, stance disengaged, huh, buddy? Oh, and he's still gonna do that anyway. Alright. I see you are a fucking liar, Chief. Again, we're gonna fight that Dark Mist and see how that does. But I think that pissed him off last time. No, not horribly, but the damage is pretty good, so... compared to our regular hits, anyway. May as well. That said, he absorbs light magic, which is why I haven't been doing that. Okay, good. If he wants to keep doing the AoE counter instead of the single target counter when we hit him with magic, that is going to make our lives much easier. I mean, of course he's going to do single target counter when he gets hit by a single target attack. That's better. That's what we like to see. Smaller numbers to everybody. Because when we're just doing massive amounts of AoE heals like this, well... I think I can skip a heal this round and just do this. Come on, Robo, land the finishing blow. You could at least crit to give me hope. Damn. There we go! Finally, the Master at Arms is dead. Give me that EXP. You'll notice that it was worth less than the last boss fight, which I find really funny. Alright, well, time to go find the idols, as mentioned, and finish off this area. And let me tell you, that fast forward absolutely did save this from being 3 streams of fucking Lost Sanctum. Oh, hey, look, it's statues of us. How about that? Vegas, please. The frog is there probably because that was the party that we beat the Archaeofangs with, right? So yep. What can you show us, my friend? The Champion's Badge. Excellent. That's right. We have defeated the Elite Four and the previous champion. And now we sit on that mound as well. Enhances Masamune and halves MP costs. That's going to be a nice little upgrade to the Hero's Badge for Frog. For once we actually get him the upgraded Masamune, because right now... Oh yeah, minor spoiler about that, but that's going to be a thing we probably see on Friday. But, you know, I'm sure that people don't want to be spoiled on that too much, right? Whatever. This game is over 25 years old. The original version is, anyway. Any new equipment? Ooh, nice, 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 nice. We've got dragon heads, we've got dragon armor, we've got reptite dresses. We got the goods, is the big takeaway here. What are you wearing, Chrono? You're wearing an Aeonian helmet, and you can take that stuff for sure. So we're gonna buy a dragon head for Chrono, and I think we're gonna buy one for Frog also. And then we're gonna buy a dragon armor for Chrono. And you can see that that's actually worse defensive gear for Robo, so we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna grab the dragon armor on Chrono. The Magus' gear can stay because he has really good shit right now. And right, because Robo is wearing the Saurian leathers, I forgot. He's already got a dragon head. So we give that to Frog, and we're good for those folks. The Reptite Tiara is going to be just a defense upgrade for Ayla, so we're going to skip that. We're going to give her the Mermaid Helm. I'm not sure what the Reptite Dress does. But I think we'll give a Reptite Tiara to Luca. Because, yeah, Ayla doesn't really need the magic up. Okay, it's magic plus 10. It doesn't give any defense buff to Ayla, but we'll grab one for Marl and Luca each. And I know that it's probably a little funny to do that if I'm not going to ever use them in anything, but I'm sure I'll get a shot at it at some point. And yeah, that's going to buff everybody's stats nice and good. But we still have one more thing to deal with here, and that is getting the rusted sword to the guy in 65 million. By the way, I did check. Ah, that's better. I did check about the Lumicite thing while I was popping open a guide to see something about the new master. Wait, no, it was about the stone that I was looking up for the Waystone. The Lumicite is obtained by entering the Millennial Woods and finding a Wonder Rock, which is basically down entirely to RNG. So I might take a couple of whacks at it as we wind out the stream. If you get it, you can make a new piece of armor called an Elemental Aegis, which I think is unique for one character. But if you give it to that character, I think they absorb all elements or something. And we get the Ice Worm as our last thing here. That's a weapon for Chrono, if I recall correctly. I would assume so, because he's the only one who hasn't gotten any gear yet. And sure, he's going to take a hit to his speed, but he finally gains a little bit more damage. And that is so nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's save this. And I think we're going to take a quick look in the woods, and that's going to be where we leave things off for the night. When we return on Friday, it will be with some more of this, but doing the original side quests from the original game. And you can see that they are a little bit less awful than these. I don't know how to put it. Alright. So, I don't see a rock. I don't want to go past the forest encounter. Alright, everybody, that is going to do for tonight's stream. Let me drop my usual links in here, Twitter and YouTube, and there is a new video on the main YouTube channel. It's about Pokemon Generation 1 glitches, specifically for the English red and blue version of the game. They're a little bit different in Pokemon Yellow, and they're even different across various languages. Not even just like, oh, hey, Red and Blue are localized versions of Japanese Blue, which is somewhat bug-fixed from Japanese Red and Green. Like, between the other... Oh shit, hey Fire Drake. You came in just at the end, unfortunately, but it's nice to see those plastic Alan Moai heads. Where is that motherfucker, anyway? Enough of me laughing. What I was going to say is that, yeah, for Pokemon Red and Blue, for some of the versions for the various European languages, the glitches can be a little bit different, which is very, very weird. You saw me beat the Master at Arms. Nice. Well, yeah, you did catch us right at the end of the stream, and, like, basically as we got most of the cool shit out of this place then. So, once again, thank you very much for watching. Yes, even you, Fire Drake, even with you showing up at the very end. Everybody, have a good night, and all that. I'll see you on Friday. I may also do a special thing on Sunday, which is my 32nd birthday. Not going to be a 24-hour stream, though. I tried that before, and I keeled over very shortly in. And if I try to do something like that, one of the problems was that I hyped myself up for it too much as a result, and I only got like 4 hours sleep, so I was completely fucked up when I tried to do that. So, until then, good night, see you all on Friday.